Today we will be testing the Master Supertrend indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel, where we will give you a list of winning indicators, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Master Supertrend indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 87 different strategies, with 25 of them being winners. The best one so far was able to achieve an 80% win rate. We've also tested a total of 891 indicators, with 374 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 92 of the winning indicators. 34 of them have been able to maintain the winning status, the best two a 76% win rate. Now, if you are interested in a full list of these indicators and strategies along with their win rates, we've compiled all that information into spreadsheets, which you will get when you become a patron of the channel. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Okay, so today we are testing the Master Supertrend indicator. And so for those of you who follow the channel on a regular basis, you will know that we've tested this one a few times before. And so as I said before in those other videos, we'll continue to test it ever so often to test each of the inputs. And so for those of you who may be new, we have the Master Supertrend indicator here on screen. And what makes this indicator a little bit different is you can change the input for the calculation of this indicator. So if I go into settings here, under the applied calculation right here, you can change this to multiple settings, and depending on which one you select will change the calculation, and therefore it will change the indicator, the line itself. And so in the default, I believe it was set to high, if I'm not mistaken. And we tested it on the default. We tested it on the I believe the SMA and the EMA, and so now we have it on the HMA, the whole moving average selection, the calculation. And so that's what it's set on right now. And so like I said, we'll continue to test this till we get through each of those settings, maybe not back to back, but nonetheless. So the indicator here on screen, obviously you can see, and again, for those of you who have watched the other videos, you'll know that the coloration on this indicator is backwards. And so generally what we get is when we are getting a short signal, then we get some kind of red coloration out of an indicator. When we get a long signal, most of the time we get a green coloration out of the indicator. And in this particular case, it's flipped. And so when the price breaks below the Supertrend line, that is going to be a signal to go short. And in this case, the indicator itself turns green when that happens. When the price breaks above the Supertrend line there, that is going to be a signal to go long. And typically, you would get a green coloration, but in this case it is red for some reason, not really sure. And so that's what we're looking for in the testing. Let's go ahead and get on with it and see what we can get out of it. Alright, so the first signal that we pick up is going to be a short signal as the price breaks down below that super trend line right here and it turns green. Now, as I said in the other videos, if you look right above my mouse here, you can see the numbered coordinates of the indicator there itself. And you can see that it is green right now. And if I move it to where the indicator is red, the line is red, it then shows those numbers as being red. And so that will show us when we actually get the coloration switch and the actual signal takes place. And so it looks like if we zoom in really close here, like so, looks like we actually get the cross right here on this one, which we do. We get a breakdown to the downside here, but the indicator itself doesn't actually react on that candle. It's not until we get to this candle here, if you look at the coordinates, that the numbers are green. If I back it up to this one, the numbers are still red on that one. And so it's slightly delayed. And so that's why it looks like we're taking it on the wrong bar, but we are not. So, all right, so we pick up this short signal right here, and you can see immediately we get a push right back to the upside, and that does come up and stop us out. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, the next signal that we pick up is a long signal. We get that coloration switch in the line there, and we get a decent little push to the upside. That one does come up and get us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we're at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve in the testing, if you're looking for a profitable trading strategy, I highly recommend you check out the strategy that we have developed here on the channel. I will put a thumbnail of it up on screen right now, and I'll also link to the source video at the end of this video here with that same thumbnail. So you can just click on that thumbnail and it'll take you straight to the source video. That way you can watch and learn about that strategy, which is a proven profitable trading strategy that we have back tested and forward tested. We're constantly tweaking and making small changes to it to make it better. We're also looking to automate that strategy. Hopefully that's something we'll have done in the near future. And once we get that done, any of our current patrons at that time will get a discounted version of it for a limited time. And then any of our new patrons will also get access to it, but for a more expensive price. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel. I highly recommend it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. It looks like this input, this calculation input here, did considerably better than the other ones at this point. So let's go ahead and count it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So we have 23 trades altogether, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. 17 winning trades, and so that is going to meet the 60% criteria that we are looking for. And like I said, it did a decent amount better than the other inputs that we have used. I think the EMA is the only other one at this point that actually made the winning list, and it did so, if I remember right, just barely, and with a reasonably less number of trades. And so it's another thing. It seems like this one gave us a decent amount more trades within the 1 year's time and did so again accurately. And so that is a pretty significant step in the right direction. And so this version will go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.